Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another Crazy Women Country episode. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula, and today we have Canadian artist with us, Jade Turner. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good. Doing
Wonderful. Glad to have you.
Yes.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, tell all our Crazy Women fans, who is Jade Turner?
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so I am from Canada. I am Cree, which is an Indigenous peoples of my territory. And I'm a mama. My baby just turned 2 yesterday.
Oh, wow.
On Mother's Day.
Happy birthday for them.
On Mother's Day, but that's okay. And I'm also a millwright. If you're not sure what that is, that's an industrial mechanic. And then I also play music, and I've been putting out country music now for a while. I've been writing it since I was a kid. So I love music. It's my favorite.
That's perfect.
Wonderful. And you recently had a new release out this year. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so my song is called Hangover Blues. It's been out for a few weeks now, about a month or so. And it's a lot different than what I've put out in the past. I'm more normally a more pop country kind of artist, I think, and this song was more blues, definitely more blues. I took a risk putting it out, but I just had to do it. Like it was just eating me up inside. Like, no, you have to do this song. And I wrote it with a good friend of mine named Murray Pulver, who's also the producer on this album. And I just absolutely loved it. So I took a chance and I released it a few months ago, and it's doing really well. I got over 100,000 streams on Spotify not long last week. So that's the best release I've ever had on Spotify and platforms like that. I've had really good releases through radio, Canadian country radio, but this one is getting out further, so that's great. And I'll be having another single coming out in June, actually.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, next month. Cool.
And will it be more on the bluesy side also, or will that be on?
No, it's going to go back to more of what I'm used to singing and everything like that. It does have a little bit more kind of rockish feel, I think, but it's more back to the normal songs that I usually put out.
Cool.
Well, they were all just,
Yeah. The bluesy side is very, very good, I have to say. It's absolutely fantastic. It's an amazing song.
Thank you.
And Worth was amazing as well. We saw the a video today. We were watching one video and we're like, wow. Like it's just
that Worth video it hits you hard.
Yes.
That video was actually all sponsored. I didn't have to pay a dime for it. I think that like with that song and that video, that was more meant to be out there and to help my people and help anybody who is struggling. So I think that song all fell into place like perfectly, and it has nothing to do with me. I think it's just creator's way. Honestly,
it's amazing. Absolutely. I must admit, I was sitting there thinking, oh.
Yeah, it's a very, very hit you in the heart song, that's for sure. And a lot of artists won't put songs out like that, but I love those kind of songs, and I love to feel something from the audience when I sing them. So
I think we need those songs though, because people feel that way but don't think anybody else does. And if you've got something you can relate to, like a song or a person or something, it's only going to help. So I think
they promote such a sense of healing within people when they connect with that. Like however they connect with it, whether it's themselves, their family, whoever that may have lived that situation or whatever, and it's just like a healing.
Yeah, I love those kind of songs.
It's definitely amazing. It's it definitely hit me with the feels. I was like, oh, okay, breathe.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Because that song's been out for quite a while now, so it's good to hear of more people listening to it and finding it. I love it.
Yeah, it's very good. Absolutely love that. So, yeah.
So tell us, who are some of the women that have inspired you to do music? And even what you're doing at your day job right now, because that's unique. There aren't a lot of women in that industry.
No. So I've always been like, from my job side, I've always been kind of a tomboy, and I've always been one of those people that if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to go and do it or find out a way to do it. Yeah. So I think even with music, I think that's one of my, strong points where I have to prove to myself and to everybody else that I can do this. And so can they, I guess, in some ways. Yeah. So I'm, the people that inspire me the most, I don't know if you know Crystal Shawanda, if you've heard of her. She's an Indigenous artist as well. And she put out an incredible album, I want to say 10 years ago now. She's one of the main ones. And then obviously, from my childhood, there was Shania Twain and Faith Hill and, like the queens, the queens of country, in my opinion. Like, though that was the time to be in country music. And I grew up with that. So I was lucky enough to grow up with powerhouses like that, I think. And I just always wanted to be that artist, and looking forward, maybe one day I'll be there, maybe not, but at least I know that I'm going to try my best to get there. And, people that come from small reservations or reserves from where I come from, there's not very many, when I was growing up, there wasn't very many people that came from those places that made it big or that did different things, like that. Yeah. So I think it's very important to have representation.
Definitely. Perfect. I love that. Yeah, I must admit that era with Shania Twain and everybody else was just a powerhouse years for female artists, where obviously you can see how the tables have turned a bit now, so we need to just turn them back again.
Yeah.
We need to turn them the other way and show them, look, we got all these amazing women coming through that.
I think now we can use the term back to the good old days because, I think now it's appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. Back to the good old days. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is our quick fire. Well, we say quick fire questions, but some of them need a little bit of thinking about. So, just take your time and relax. Okay. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Good. Are you an early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
What sitcom family would you be a member of?
Oh my goodness, that's a hard question. Oh geez, I don't know. Full House, I guess.
Full House, that's quite clever.
Full House.
So if we look through your iPod, what would be your guilty pleasure music?
Billie Eilish. I love her.
That's cool. I love that. Okay, what's the weirdest thing a fan has ever done? Or strange or cute or, just different?
Well, I had a really, really drunk guy embarrass the heck out of me at a bar one time. And he's like, take off your shirt. And everybody just started laughing. This was years ago. Of course, that would not fly these days. But that was years ago when I was like just starting out. I think that's pretty much the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah, lately I've been playing shows by myself with my guitar player. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's different, yeah. It's cool.
COVID.
Boots or heels?
Boots.
Favorite drink?
Coffee, Starbucks.
Starbucks coffee.
Is there a specific flavor like caramel lattes or,
No, mine's a decaf Americano. I don't drink caffeine. I haven't drank caffeine for a while. So I always get decaf Americanos, and I usually get it with hazelnut. It's delicious.
But in Canada, shouldn't it be Tim Hortons?
I don't like Tim Hortons. And you know what? Tim Hortons changed. So Tim Hortons was bought out, and their original coffee that everybody loved is now McDonald's coffee. So now we're switching over to the McDonald's coffee. I don't know how it is where you are, but like here, pretty good. I don't even drink any of it. I just drink Starbucks.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, I know what not to drink and what to drink when I come to Canada. Got it.
Yeah.
Stay away from these places. Okay, what's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, I think, would have to be, I love Christmas. I don't like the shopping part of it at all, but I do love Christmas. Like, I just love it. I put up my decorations for like 2 months. It's great.
Especially now having a 2-year-old, Christmas is going to be like even more magical. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
So cool. That's so cool. What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is an eagle. I love eagles.
Wow,
They're amazing.
that's a different one. It's nice to have different animals now.
Mhm.
If you could add, okay, this is the wrong mountain, but I don't know one in Canada. If you, not mountain, you know what I mean, don't you? If you could add someone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
If I could what? Sorry?
If you could add somebody to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
If I can add them to my, I have no idea. I have no idea. Who would you put on there?
Oh, we've had loads of answers. Dolly Parton.
I keep going for Dolly Parton because,
Yeah, you keep pushing
I know
Dolly.
they always put like the founding fathers, the presidents, whatever. You know, I'm like, nah, yeah, forget that. Let's go with Dolly Parton because she's like awesome.
We'll make it very glamorous.
Well, okay. The thing that, okay, I'm gonna. This might not be the answer you're looking for, but Mount Rushmore used to be a very sacred place before, and it still is, before they put presidents on there. So for me, it would be like taking everything off, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's a good answer. I like different answers, you know, that's cool. Okay, so what was the first concert you ever went to?
Charlie Major. Do you know who that is?
I know.
Oh my God, he's like. So I was a little kid, and it was at an arena, and I was standing on a chair dancing. He's a country artist in Canada. He's one of the country icons in Canada, actually.
Okay.
And he's just so great. Oh, I just love him. He's just such a nice human being. And he was my first concert. I think I must have been 6, maybe 7.
Wow.
I was really young.
We'll have to check him out just because, you know.
Yeah. No, he's like seriously a Canadian country icon. Like everybody loves him in Canada.
Ah, there we go. We need to check that out then. That's for sure.
So, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is turquoise. I love turquoise. It's my and like any shade of blue, actually. I absolutely love it.
Wonderful. So, what is the best thing since sliced bread?
Pineapples?
That works.
Cool. Pineapple books.
That's exactly the answer for that question.
Different
I have no idea what to say.
You're not the only one. It's all good. That's the point of it. So,
yeah.
if you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to talk about?
Oh. You know, I'm such a sap. I think I would go back and talk to my great grandmother, and just like ask her about her life because we don't know very much past her. So like I've been looking into my genealogy a lot, and I think that's probably why I'm going to answer that way. Mm-hmm. And I can't find very much after like from before her. So I would just love to sit and have a conversation with her. I think that would be so great.
That would be amazing. That really would. That's really cool.
It would be for sure. So if you weren't doing what you're doing today, what would you be doing as far as career and stuff?
You know, I think I would love to open up a place like a camping place where youth, and not just youth, but adults as well, because we're still kind of bringing back our culture. But I would love to have a place where you can come and learn about your culture and just camp and just be on the land. It would just be so great. And that's like my number one goal right now is to like quit my job and find a piece of land.
Amazing.
That
would be cool. We'll come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay that I bring the RV though? Can that? No.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I am more of a glamper. Kind of like the running water theory, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, we have a camper as well. It's always nice to have a camper.
And I feel a little more safe from bears. I mean, you know.
Yeah. What kind of bears do they have in Florida? Do they have black bears?
Not really. They do have some black bears. They have some. There's more coyotes, bobcats, panthers, gators. So you don't want to actually be in a tent, really. I don't think. I don't.
I think they're like gators and stuff. That's what you guys have. I'd be scared if I went camping there. I think it would be fun. Like, I've been to Florida, but I've never, like, obviously went camping, and I don't know about the animals there. They kind of scare me, but you'd probably be used to them, where I'd be used to the bears here, and I'm just like, they're fine.
The first place I ever saw a bear was in Canada, walking down the side of the highway, and I was in the car with somebody, and there was this huge bear just walking down the sides of this forest or wooded area, and I'm just like, bah, 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 bah. I mean, you don't see that in England, you know.
They're so cute, though.
And there's this huge thing just walking up.
Yeah.
Bear, what's it doing?
What part of Canada were you at?
We were heading up towards Casino Rama, I think. Was it Casino Rama or where Shania was from? One of the two.
Oh, okay. So mountains area?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, we went camping there. We took out canoes and canoed around the lakes and camping.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But I just couldn't believe it. This huge bear just walking down. I'm like, yeah, oh my God.
I love bears.
It was amazing. It was just like, wow. And we saw moose up close to it as well, which is amazing. So
where I'm originally from, we have bears in our yards all the time. So like, we know just to go inside. They usually don't bother anybody. They just want, like, they go and tip over the garbage. They're more of a nuisance than anything. But
free food.
Yeah.
Away from the rubbish.
I remember one time specifically, my dad went outside to feed our dog, and she was sitting outside with the bear. And he's like, okay, he's not getting fed.
Oh my God. That's a great story. I love that.
I think they have that one with the dogs getting lost in the woods all wrong because the bear chases them in that one. I think that's wrong. I think they were sitting together and having like salmon or something.
Yeah.
I think they were.
They were sitting there having a tea party. That's the one.
Yeah.
So, if you could be a Disney character, what character would you be?
Moana. I love Moana.
Beautiful
Moana
choice.
rocks.
We watch a lot of Disney movies now that I have the 2-year-old, so he was really in love with Moana when he was a baby. They just love the singing and stuff, though.
No. Do you have a favorite flavor of ice cream?
No, I'm more of a vanilla person. I'm really boring. I usually get the vanilla dipped swirl at Dairy Queen. So there's like vanilla and chocolate together, and it's like swirled together, and then you dip it in chocolate in a cup. It's great.
It sounds yummy.
It does.
So, having a toddler, this might change a little bit now in your life. What's your favorite snack?
My favorite snack, you know what? I'm really bad at chips. Like, seriously, if they're in the house, I'm going to eat them. I can't get them anymore. I love them so much. They're so good.
A family packet is gone by now.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Just
meant
on
to
the
happen.
couch, just eating.
Yeah. Yeah. They just disappear so quick as that 1, 2 hours. And it's this minute, like, where's that go?
I started substituting with popcorn.
Yeah, some shit will pop
Then you
from-
get stuff stuck in your tooth, though.
Yeah, then you're like, okay, I gotta go floss now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, hypothetically, if I said I have a body I need to hide, do you know a good place?
Probably. I do live in, like, the woods. But I probably wouldn't help you hide it.
Over there somewhere, go that way.
Like, pretend I didn't hear that, and I'm gonna walk away.
So what would be a good theme song for your life?
A theme song? Oh my goodness, I have no idea. Maybe the Rocky theme song. I'll just walk around like that and pump myself up.
That's a great answer. I love that. The Rocky song. That's just amazing. Everybody else goes to like these really sort of, you know, practical songs or whatever, but Rocky, I can imagine if you know.
Yeah.
Every time you sit down, it plays. Yeah, that was so
Going
cool.
shopping. Ding, 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 ding.
There you go. I love that.
So tell us about what album or song should we listen to before we die?
Well, there's Charlie Major. You have to listen to them now.
Yep.
I don't know. There's so many good songs. I can never choose just one or like one album. I do like the new Hailey Whitters album, though. That's a really good album. I've been listening to that on my drive to work because I drive an hour a day, like one way.
Okay.
So I like that one. And then Brothers Osborne. I love them too.
Beautiful choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is your favourite CWC host?
I think it's 50-50.
Just thinking everything.
That was a wonderful answer.
It was. I think it's 50-50.
Yeah.
One of these days, I will catch somebody out on it. I might just ask it earlier and see what happens.
Yeah.
Just started doing that in the middle of the questions. Yeah.
Yeah, and see what they say. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. So, tell us, what does the rest of 2021 have in store for you?
Like I said, I'm going to release a new single in June, and then I am going to finally release my album in August. And that album, I've been holding on to it for a few years because I had the album pretty much done, and then I got pregnant. I decided to wait, and then COVID hit. So I had to wait some more. I'm not waiting more. I'm just letting it. I'm
Going now.
going out now.
I love that. That's so cool.
There's some great reasons to keep it on hold, but now everything's fresh and new. And
Yeah, no, I'm just, you know what? It has to get out there someday, somehow.
And hopefully by August we might be pretty much, well, most countries might be pretty much open, so that'd be quite good.
We are in the middle of like a major lockdown right now. Actually, like I'm not even allowed to visit my mom, so it's kind of sad. I know it's different wherever you are, basically, but yeah, we got put on this lockdown on Friday, so we were like this last year as well.
Mm.
Now we're back there again, so that sucks.
Yeah,
But it's like depends on the month, basically, of like how yeah.
how they feel.
It's just like changes every day. Like they just shut the schools again yesterday. So it's just like, holy heck, there's a lot of stuff going on around here. And I know it's like, I look at like a lot of my friends' Instagrams that are in Nashville, and they're all out and they're all already they got both their vaccinations done. So they're already out playing shows. And I was like, oh, it'll be you guys.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? But we'll all catch up at some point. We'll all be vaccinated, and then we'll look back on this as a hiccup or something.
A very long hiccup.
yes,
Yeah, a very, very long one. But no.
at least we have better technology than we did during the last, plague, if you will, so to speak. So what was it, 1912, 1918, whatever it was, the influenza.
Yeah, the Spanish. Yeah, that was
right around that time. I don't.
I wasn't really around then.
Neither was I. I'm just. I learned something once upon a time in like a history class, I'm sure. So.
In there somewhere, it will come out.
That's funny.
There's a teacher so far going to be like, "I told you this."
Why can't you remember this? Yeah, that's cool. Oh.
Thank you so much again, Jade, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you, guys. This is so much fun. It's nice to talk to other ladies. Like I said, I work with guys all day, so it's really nice to have a break from that.
Come home and speak to ladies. We'll be cool. We're always here.
You're welcome anytime.
Someone's bound to be awake to talk. Pretty much between us, we can cover a 24-hour period. So you're fine. This is cool. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This has been so much fun. You'd have to come back again soon. And we can.
I will for sure. My next single.
Yes.
Absolutely. And make sure you all go check out her socials and website and stay in contact, subscribe to her mail list or whatever. And that way you'll know when the song comes out in June. Be ready to order it and save it.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah.
You too.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.